About 66 million years ago, a blazing fireball brighter than 1,000 suns streaked across the sky, growing larger every second. Terrified animals fled, but escape was impossible. In an instant, the asteroid crashed into the Yucatan Peninsula with the force of 10 billion nuclear bombs, destroying everything in its path. The Earth became unrecognizable. Over 50% of all animal species were wiped out within just 24 hours. Billions of creatures were instantly killed by fire, shockwaves, and thick clouds of ash that spread across the planet. However, the nightmare was far from over. In this harsh new world, survival became nearly impossible. Dinosaurs, once the mighty rulers of the Earth, now faced a desperate fight for survival. The extinction began with the largest creatures. Giant sauropods like Brachiosaurus and Brontosaurus, who roamed in herds and fed on tree leaves in lush forests and open plains, were among the first to perish. Their massive size and slow movements made them defenseless against the asteroid's aftermath. The impact filled the air with ash, blocking sunlight and plunging the world into a freezing darkness. Without sunlight, plants died quickly, and the land became barren. With no food, these giants starved, collapsing one by one until their once mighty herds were reduced to scattered remnants. Their fallen bodies marked the beginning of a collapsing ecosystem. Even heavily armored dinosaurs like Ankylosaurus, known for its tank-like body and powerful tail club, couldn't survive in the changing world. Though it was almost invincible in life, with thick armor protecting it from predators like Tyrannosaurus rex, the harsh environment proved too much to endure. Ankylosaurus, with its strong, armored body and beak-like mouth, thrived by foraging low-lying plants and breaking apart tough vegetation. But after the asteroid hit, ash covered the ground, and its food sources disappeared. The heavy body that once protected Ankylosaurus now became a burden. Exhausted and starving, these armored giants wandered in vain, eventually succumbing to hunger. Even the powerful Triceratops, known for its sharp horns and large frilled head, couldn't escape the slow death brought by the disaster. These strong, three-horned dinosaurs roamed the plains in herds, defending themselves from predators and feeding on ferns and plants. However, when the skies darkened and temperatures plummeted, their food supply vanished. Weakened and desperate, the Triceratops scattered in search of food, but the barren land offered nothing. One by one, their mighty forms collapsed into lifeless dust. Even Tyrannosaurus rex, the king of the dinosaurs, faced defeat. Before the catastrophe, the T-Rex was a dominant predator, stalking prey with thunderous roars and crushing bones with its powerful jaws. After the asteroid struck, T-Rex initially survived by scavenging the remains of fallen giants like Brachiosaurus and Triceratops. Fierce battles broke out as T-Rex individuals fought for dwindling food supplies. But as weeks turned into months and food sources completely disappeared, even these fearsome predators perished, joining the long list of extinct species. In the skies, flying reptiles like pterodactyls and the massive Quetzalcoatlus also struggled for survival. Before the asteroid hit, these creatures ruled the air, soaring gracefully over landscapes while hunting fish, insects, and small prey. But the ash-filled skies made flying dangerous, choking their lungs and making visibility nearly impossible. As food became scarce and flight turned deadly, these winged reptiles began to fall from the sky, their delicate bodies unable to cope with the harsh conditions. Beneath the oceans, the extinction was equally devastating. Apex predators like Mosasaurus and Plesiosaurus, who once dominated the seas, faced a collapsing marine food chain. Their survival, like that of the creatures on land and in the air, was doomed by the planet's catastrophic transformation. Before the asteroid impact, the oceans were full of life. Plankton thrived near the sunlit surface, providing food for fish and small marine reptiles, which in turn supported larger predators. The asteroid's collision changed everything. Acid rain poisoned the water, killing massive amounts of plankton. With the food web broken, creatures like the mighty Mosasaurus, which once ruled the seas, faced starvation. The graceful Plesiosaurus also couldn't find enough food and perished, their bodies sinking to the ocean floor. On land, swift predators like velociraptors and trudons also struggled. Before the disaster, these intelligent hunters thrived by hunting in packs and living in various environments. But as prey disappeared and their habitats turned barren, they scavenged for insects and small mammals. When even scraps became rare, these once formidable predators faded away. Some small dinosaurs fought to survive, hiding in forests or rocky outcrops. Among them was a quick, agile dinosaur named Orictodromeus, desperate to find food in a world of fallen giants. Troodon families huddled together in the shadows, using their feathers to shield against the cold nights. Parents scavenged for any scraps to feed their young. Other survivors, like Cynornithosus, scrambled over rocky terrain searching for safety. Their keen senses once used for hunting were now focused on finding shelter. Hidden deep underground or in forests, small feathered dinosaurs found refuge. These survivors owed their survival to luck and adaptability. Small dinosaurs like Troodon and bird-like creatures with feathers adapted better than their larger relatives. Their feathers, initially for warmth or mating, became essential for survival in freezing conditions. Species such as Hesperornis likely sheltered in dense vegetation, while others like Microraptor glided between trees to find food, giving them an edge over their ground-dwelling relatives. The descendants of these small feathered dinosaurs evolved into modern birds. Archaeopteryx, often seen as the link between dinosaurs and birds, passed on traits such as lightweight skeletons and quick reflexes. Over millions of years, these early birds adapted, eventually becoming the diverse species we see today. Birds today are living reminders of the dinosaur legacy. The cassowary, with its dagger-like claws, resembles its dinosaur ancestors, able to defend itself with a powerful kick. Even the humble chicken shares surprising genetic links with the mighty Tyrannosaurus rex. Flightless birds like ostriches and emus, with their powerful legs, continue to echo the traits of their prehistoric relatives. After the extinction, mammals began to flourish. With the large dinosaurs gone, mammals seized the opportunity to expand and evolve. Fossils show early mammals like shrew-like Morganucodon eventually gave rise to the diverse mammals of today. One early mammal, Megazostrodon, was about 12 centimeters long and likely nocturnal, helping it avoid predators and competition with reptiles. In the oceans, life continued to evolve. Ammonites, relatives of modern-day nautiluses, played a key role in maintaining marine ecosystems. Birds, reptiles, and fish adapted to the new environment. Fossil evidence shows that some mammals adapted to aquatic life, with early whale ancestors evolving from land-dwelling creatures like Pachycetus, a four-legged animal with the skull shape of a whale. Over time, they lost their limbs, developing flippers and adapting to life in the sea. Megalodon, a giant prehistoric shark, became a dominant predator in the oceans, growing up to 18 meters long. Meanwhile, creatures like Basilosaurus, a large prehistoric whale, also hunted in these ancient seas. On land, rodents and predators like early cats and dogs appeared, evolving over millions of years to fill new ecological roles. Terror birds, like Titanus, were giant predatory birds that ruled the Americas before eventually going extinct due to climate changes and competition. Although unrelated to dinosaurs, they were formidable hunters. Meanwhile, prehistoric sloths, some as large as modern-day bears, roamed the forests and plains. Tree sloths, ancestors of today's species, adapted to arboreal life with long limbs and curved claws for moving through trees. Life on Earth proved remarkably resilient, with new species evolving and adapting in the aftermath of the extinction that wiped out the dinosaurs. The modern world we know today owes its diversity to the survivors who endured and thrived despite catastrophic conditions. The evolutionary history of snakes is complex and not fully understood, but scientific evidence suggests that snakes evolved from a group of small, lizard-like ancestors called stem squamates that lived more than 100 million years ago during the time of the dinosaurs. These early stem squamates were likely small, insect-eating creatures that lived on the forest floor, much like early shrew-like animals. Over time, some of these stem squamates evolved to become more elongated and legless. The earliest known fossils of snakes, such as Aristicophis woodii, date back to around 95 million years ago and show features similar to modern snakes, such as a flexible skull and a long, slender body. The titanobo, which evolved from a small group of boars, is considered to be the largest snake ever discovered, with the largest known specimens estimated to have reached lengths of up to 12.8 meters, 42 feet, long, and weighed up to 1,135 kilograms, 2,500 pounds. So, while snakes did not evolve directly from tiny shrew-like creatures, they did evolve from small, lizard-like ancestors during the time of the dinosaurs, and have since become the diverse group of animals we know today. Finally, we come to our own ancestors. Fossil evidence shows that early primates had small bodies, long tails, and grasping hands and feet, adaptations that would have been useful for climbing and foraging for food in trees. Over time, primates evolved into the diverse groups of primates that we have today, including monkeys, apes, and humans. But there's so much more to cover about our own species, and we would need more time. If you'd like to see more about this in another video, let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, show us some support with a like, we appreciate it. And make sure to subscribe to stay tuned for more videos in the series. Thanks for watching.